Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening to one and all. Everybody's in the UK. I will be asking the guys, the usual guys, on what we brought on tonight, some of the old members, some of the people that have been in the program over the past while. So we'll do that kind of towards the tail end, guys. I'm just going to chat with you tonight on the about the 7th of December, what's happening, and the whole thing on the 8th and 9th and the information I have. We are a little bit early, so we give people, hey Jim, good to see you, man. We give people a little bit of time to come on. Some of you have come back to confirm that you're attending, which is great. So I'm going to go through the whole thing tonight of what's happening. Hi John, good to see you, man. So Norman, nice to see you again. Jim, good to see you. Stephen, Graham, John, Gary, Darrell, and George. So we have a few more people registered, so we'll just give it that on the phone, my internet poor, hopefully Stan. Yeah, it's a challenge in the Gary, to say the least. A lot of time I pair the phone to the computer, which works quite well if you've got a good phone signal. And that seems to work out quite well. So guys, I hope you had a good week since we last met. A lot of things changed in the week with me as hey Graham, good to see you, man. As you well know, a week is a long time in my world, and lots can happen. So the reason for the talk tonight, right, the reason we're interrupting regular broadcasts, I think is the way the broadcasters say it, is a while back, a couple of you, I think Vance, you were one of the people that asked for it, was that we'd arrange a meetup. And we were talking about next year and the rest of it. So as most of you are aware that you know me, Matt Basak is a friend, and I don't use the word friend lightly. So he's a good old friend of mine. He's the guy I started with. So Matt's coming to London to the Marriott in Heathrow, and he asked me to come over to the event to meet him and to hang out and to see the new software they're talking about and the rest of it. So I told him I'd come over, and then it kind of occurred to me that, well, look, hang on a second, if we're going to London, why not do something with all you guys as well? So I now have booked the Hilton Inn Hotel. I'll send you all details of this tomorrow, so don't worry. I'll be putting up a page on it so you get all the details and everything that's going on and the whole lot. So if you don't pick it up tonight, you'll see it. So don't panic. So I booked the Hilton, which is an Inn Hotel, which is in Heathrow, but it's a tube stop away from the hotel, from the airport and from Marriott. Hey Vance, good to see you, man. So the Hilton is booked, right? I have a meeting room booked there. It only holds a number of places, so we are limited in size because I booked a tidy meeting room. And I'll go through in a couple of minutes. We'll just give people 1 or 2 more minutes to come on and to so that we can go through this, and we're not going through it twice, just to be honest. So really the idea, guys, is I've come up with 2 things that I'm going to talk to you about on the day, and not just me. I'm bringing a guest in, which I'll explain in a minute who the guest is. You already know. And no, it's not Matt. The other thing I'm going to do as well, guys, for anybody who comes to the event, is because I know when people go in with Matt's stuff, we'll actually have a webinar the week after. I'll fix the time closer to the date, where anybody who's come on the 7th, we'll go through what actually Stephen says, good hotel, had 2 nights there, very good. Hi Alison, good to see you. We'll go, and I'll do a webinar then on Matt's talk. So Matt's talk is sold out, guys, right? But I've secured a number of tickets. Okay. So that's the first thing. So it's $97 to go to Matt's thing. I want to be very transparent on costs in this. Matt's program will be 2 days, And like, I have no doubt, I'm not 100% certain, but I have no doubt there'll be some form of pitch at the end of it, right? Just to be totally transparent, because you're my people, and there will be a pitch for the soft wrestler. I don't know John Cornetta, right, or Cornetta, or however you pronounce his surname. I've never met the man, but Matt speaks very, very highly of him. And they're going through email marketing for 2 days. So it's an intense 2 days on email marketing, on open rates, and making your email marketing game much, much better, which I think everybody who has been on the program and everybody who's on the program could do it, right? Because like, a lot of people come to me, and a lot of the past members have come up and said, oh yeah, I would like to stay on, but I wasn't making any money. Well, if you're not sending emails, you're not going to make money. It's pretty much that simple. And if you're not writing your emails, you have to write your own emails. You can, and there may be an answer to that with Matt's thing, I think. If it's what I think it is, it'll be very, very interesting. And that's up to you then. I have no act to play in this. I have no affiliate involved in it. I have no commission involved in it. Nothing. It's just Matt's a buddy. I learned with Matt, and I know when it comes to email marketing, right, Matt is one of the top world authorities to me. And he says this guy, John Cornetta, if I'm pronouncing his name right, is very, very good. So that alone has worked for me to come from here to go over and to spend a couple of days. I'm not staying in the Marriott, I'm staying in the Hilton. I have asked them for a room rate for us, and for anybody who's going to come. I will be flying in on a Thursday morning. I'll be in at 9 o'clock, so I'm thinking we'll start at 11. So it gives everybody time to come from down up the country. So it's not a 9 o'clock start, so you don't have to be there Wednesday night, guys. You'll be able to actually come down on the Thursday morning, again, to mitigate the cost of having to spend the night. And then I'm staying Thursday night and Friday night and flying back home Saturday night. I have been invited out with the lads on Saturday night, but I'm going to come back home because I can't afford to have a hangover because I have too much happening coming up, because I'm doing 2 big charity events here in Ireland. We're looking to raise 20 grand for the homeless in December and rest, and I'm just extremely busy with that stuff. So I'm going to stay for the 2 nights. And of course, like, if there's a big gang of us going on the Friday night, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but certainly on the Thursday night, we now go to dinner together, whatever you want to do. That's around, I'll be in the hotel. We go as the mood takes us, to be perfectly honest. We might even have a pint, but not that many. So the reality is, because we'll be on, then there's the whole thing in the Marriott on the Friday and Saturday, right? So that's my plan. So again, as I said, to take advantage of the fact that a lot of people have asked to meet and the rest of it. So I've already emailed a lot of you, the cost of the Thursday with the room hire and all the rest of it's $147 each. So what we're going to talk about is 2 things. I'm going to tell you the second half first, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with you. So the second half is going to be turning your list into buyers, right? Because especially those who are in the group, and if anybody who hasn't been a member for a while is going to come, I'll send you a copy of the video that we did a couple of weeks back that Kevin Polly was on the webinar, which was the easy email format or something to that effect, easy email cash. It was something that I did showing you how to turn your list into buyers and to make money, and the actual formula. So the formula is very simply, guys, you bring people into a list, right? And there's a lot of conversation on the internet. The new big hot topic, right, is the buyers list, right? Oh, you need a buyers list. Yeah, you do. But you can't go get a buyers list. You can, how do you get a buyers list? You can go spend money on Facebook. You can run Facebook ads. And you can run Facebook ads back into create leads, which can be quite expensive. You can run Facebook ads into an opt-in, which again is expensive, right? And you're going to spend a lot of money doing that. Because if you don't have a list to begin with, you can't create a list of buyers. That's the thing that's not been talked about, right? If you don't have a list, you have no chance of having a list of buyers. The question is, the point and the logical question is, how do you turn your list into a list of buyers, and how do you know? So I have Kevin Polly. I was talking to Kevin earlier. I've twisted Kevin's arm up there, and Kevin is coming in on the afternoon of the 7th, right? After I speak, and I'll talk to you about what I'm going to do with you in a minute as another bonus. And then we're going to have the networking that evening, right? Where we can sit around and talk, because I presume everybody's going to stay, right? Is going to stay down. So what I'm thinking is it's kind of, going to be 11 o'clock. We'll be out of the room by 7. Everybody can either all go eat together, or people can go off and eat and have a shower, whatever. And then we'll meet back at 9 o'clock somewhere in the pub, in the bar, in the restaurant, the hotel, and we'll sit down for an hour or two and just have a networking conversation, right? Where you get to pick my brains and Kevin's. Kevin is staying that night as well, right? So you're getting full access to me and to Kevin for the day, right? So Kevin's going to show you how to use, because one of the questions a lot of when he talked about this. So let me go through the formula first, right? Because I'm kind of all over the place in this. I will create a page for this over the next couple of days, and I'll send it out to you by the weekend, and probably Saturday evening, because I'm absolutely up to my neck in it at the minute. So I get that done for you, right? And I'll create a page and go through some of the stuff, but I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail. I'll actually put this video on it, to be perfectly blunt, right? So people are asking me, how do you make money, right? Because I've got this, I'm doing this, but I'm doing that bit. So here's the situation. You get a list. You separate out the good from the bad in the list. You get the good list, and you email the good list every day. And you email them offers. And every time you send an email, you make money. And that is the core of the business. But the question is, how do you get a good list, right? Because, okay, we run competitions, we get good opt-ins. I have been also, for the people on the higher membership, I've been running ye through ARP Verify starting today. I did a deal with Kevin on that, and I'm actually verifying all the emails. So just to give you an idea, I uploaded 442. Just let me tell you the results. We uploaded actually 448 emails, and 442 were verified, which means that 442 people that came into the list gave you their real name and email addresses. So that's the first thing, right? Now we got to get them to accept emails, and then we got to turn them into buyers. And that is the funnel. So if you want to make the big money, let's go to the big money for a second. So you go to Warrior Forum, you go to JVZoo, you see you're selling affiliate products, you're doing stuff, you want to maybe make your own products, which is something that we're all working on together at the moment. So what happens is you go to the likes of Matt Basak or any of the smaller affiliates. You go, hi, my name is Tony. I would really like to do you to email my offer. And he goes, no. If he answers. That's the reality. Because these guys are only interested in one thing. That's clicks. Now let's try this. Hi, Matt. Your last 2 offers, I emailed them out. And I sent you 750 clicks. I would really like for you to mail out my offer. What's he going to do? He's going to go, hell yeah. He's not going to email his best list for you. He's not. There's no point in thinking he is. But he'll email his reasonable list. And if that offer works, he'll then email his good list, which then means you get these people into you, and these are buyers, and you build your buyers list as well. Not only now have you got your clickers, so you send out an email, you know who clicks, you separate those in, which Kevin is going to show you, who clicks. Might sound a bit complicated, but we're going to take you through the hand on all of this on the day, right? And you're going to look at the people that clicked, and then you treat those people that click as your buyers, as your good list. Then when somebody buys your product, you can create an actual buyer's list, because you email your own list first to test the offer, because you know these people click, and you also know what your results are. Because if I email to Matt's offer, and I know Matt has split tested this, or anybody else, right? Any of the good guys, any of the top guys in JVZoo, any of the top guys in Warren, I email their offers, because this is the world I used to live in, and I'm going back into it, right? It's one of the reasons I'm coming back over and coming back to play in the market. Is when I email their offers, I know that they've split tested it, especially the good guys. And I mean, they have tested this to the nth degree, right? Like Matt would split test the color of the font, the size of the font, the color of the background. He would split test everything, and he'd split test his emails. He will test everything. Matt will spend the whole day for a week split testing everything. right? To get the best results, because before he goes bang, he wants to have the best result because he's not going to waste that shot. Okay? So if I email his offers and they're going to my list, I know the people that are clicking and the buying, I've got a good percentage ratio. So then when I email these people to my offers, if I'm not getting the same ratio, I know there's something wrong with my offer. And it's that simple. Okay? So Kevin is going to show you how to turn your people into buyers. He's going to show you how to segment the list, how we can automate all of this and the rest of it, and how you can do it, and how you can understand it, because that's very important for you to understand, because we're now getting into the next level. What I'm going to do with you is something completely different. So I named this today, so we're going to call it Fast Cash Formula. This will not be recorded. This will not be available anywhere. I'm going to show you how to simply and quickly make money whether you have a list or not. Right? I'm going to show you how to go and use and leverage social media to bring people in, to get them into a group, and how you can then sell affiliate products in that group. And I'm going to teach you that, right? Because that's where I started. I started making my money before I had a list off of social media, right? That's one of the reasons I know so much about social media. I didn't have a list. I had to build a list. So I built a list of buyers by running them through social media, and I brought them in that way. And I'm going to teach you that exact formula. And not only that, but I'm going to teach you how you can now use it by using a page and a Facebook group. Okay? And you can have a free Facebook group or even a paid Facebook group. Now, my advice is that you do a free Facebook group because you can bring the people in to begin with. You can do paid when you've got your own products or your own services. But it's a very interesting way that people are now making money just giving you advice, right? And we're going to talk about that too as the third one. So imagine you can have a Facebook group and all the rest of it, right? So you have a Facebook page, and I'm going to show you how to open a Facebook page, how to open a Facebook group, and then how to manage it and how to run it and how to get people in. So here's a little thing for you that most people don't realize. You've got a list in Build My List that may be live, may be stagnant, right? Fine, doesn't matter. Because you can export that list and you can put that list into Facebook and you can run an ad to those people, which costs you very little. You spend 30, 40 bucks on it, 30, 40 bucks on it. You can get those people to like your page. You can give them something free on social media that will open up a chat bot, and I'll show you how this works. You can then talk to them in the chat bot automatically and run them to your group. Imagine if you're inside in a group and you were running a group and you were doing reviews of products that you put an affiliate link for. And people could come in and comment, say, yeah, I bought that, I didn't like it. And then you go back and say, well, why didn't you like it? What didn't you like about it? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, well, I thought it was this and I thought it was that. And I'm going to show you how you can get those products or the information of those products from the people for free. Okay? Because once people understand who you are and what you're about, you can do that. That's what I did. That's how I started. And you can create all of this and have this running away while you're building your list and building your list as well. You can drive the people on your list to that group where you're doing the reviews. So that imagine this, you can now email me, and now you can have me in a group. I remember very, very long time ago when we talked first, I talked about touch points. And this is what I mean about touch points. We're going to have a situation where we're going to create all these multiple touch points where you're going to do it at very low cost, where you're bringing people in, and then you can turn that into money. Now, guys, you're going to have to do some of the work, right? I'm not going to mess with you. This isn't going to be something that you turn up and you don't think. You're going to have to maintain the group. You're going to have to talk to them. You're going to have to put a product up once a week or once a day or once whatever. And I'll show you where to find the products, where to do the reviews, how to get in touch with the guys, how to get information off them. You can even bring them into the group and do a Facebook Live interview with a lot of them where you're actually interviewing them about it. There's a load of different techniques that we can do to get this up and running for you. And I'm going to show you the whole gambit and give you a workbook that you can work off of for this, right? Because what that will do then is it will bring these people in and get you earning some money while your list is growing. The email side of it will then explode this out. And you can even, let's be honest, go to all the people in the group, get them to enter the competitions as well. And I'll show you how you can then tie this strategy and the Build My List strategy together to actually bring your business that way, right? But the reality is, with email marketing, if you're going to go to Matt's event and all the rest of it, like it's about email marketing, about open rates and the rest of it, and it'll be about emailing, right? So if you don't email, then you know you're not going to make the money. Like that's the reality. This is a very, very simple and easy way of making money. right? And people tell me it's complicated and it's hard. I understand that it's complicated and hard when you don't know it. Everything is. When you drove a car for the first time, it was complicated and hard, right? It's about taking a workbook and a formula that you can actually just follow and follow down through the whole setting so that you can understand how this works, that you can understand how to put this together and having a play. And I'm going to create that and bring that with me for you, so that you have that, you walk away out of the room with that in the end of the day. So we're going to have, in the morning, we're going to have the fast cash formula where I'm going to teach you how to do all of this, how you can take it, whether you have a list or not, how you can leverage social media properly, how you can go in and how you can get people to follow you, and how you can build your social media very, very simply and quickly. And then I'm going to show you a couple of advanced strategies where you can take your list of people that have entered competitions, bring them in and get them to follow them. And then these people are putting their hands up. Right? So now you know who the people are. You've got them now putting their hands up to say that they want to buy product. They're interested in the niche that you're talking about. Now, you have to be specific on your niche. You can't do this one with a bit of this one, with a bit of this one, with a bit of this one, with a bit of this one. It doesn't work. You got to go bunk. I'm in the health niche. I'm in the money niche. I'm in this. And then I'll show you all the other things that you can talk about and conversations that you can have and make this a very, very interesting group where you can bring these people in and talk to them, right? So that's the other side that we're going to do on this. So when we look at that, we're going to do that. I'm not recording it, and I'm not going to teach it outside the room, right? It's for the people who turn up, right? It's my kind of Christmas thank you, to be honest, to all of the members and all the rest of it. It's 147 for members, and it's 247 for people whose membership have lapsed, okay? Because I think that's only fair and reasonable. They are only going to be 7 to 10 people maximum in the room. At the moment, we have 4 people signed up. I'm not going to play a scarcity or anything else. So, to make it a good case, because of Kevin coming in, I'd like another 2-3 people to come along at least, and that way we have a good event. So the morning will start with me talking about this, about how to do it with social media. We'll start at 11 o'clock, so you don't have to come down the night before, hopefully. And then we will go through the whole formula of how to, affiliate market on social media. That's the reality of it. How to leverage affiliate marketing, how to do that on social media without having a list and without having to spend a huge amount of money. I'm going to show you a bit on chatbots, what I've been doing. You can have 500 subscribers for $10. So you can run them through a chatbot, give them something for free, bring them in, run the same opt-in process that we do, get them to come in, and then get them to join the group. They get to join the group, they come in, it's a private group. I'll show you how to set that up. It's a private group, and then you're talking and having conversations about this. And I'll show you the dialogue and conversation that you need to have on all of this. Because, that'll make it easier for you. So, all of my members, I'm going to ask you in at this stage so we can have a talk. Actually, I'll ask everybody, and anybody who wants to come in is welcome to come on. Let me see, do I have to turn on my earphones? Oh, they're already on.
Evening all.
That was impressive.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hey John, how are you?
I'm fine. Just to let you know, my partner is over the moon. She comes from Zimbabwe.
Oh. Yes.
I don't get that.
Oh, read the news. Mugabe's just been kicked out. He's just resigned.
He has at long last decided to go. Yes.
After being threatened with impeachment, he's actually resigned.
After a little push. Yeah.
37 years of dictatorship.
I never read the news, Vance, because I always find that someone will tell me what I need to know.
Yep. I don't read it much.
Which you just have.
Oh dear.
Good of you, John.
So any questions on the gig, guys? On what we're up to and the rest of it?
Yeah, just to clarify, Tony, you're saying 147, 197, sorry, is what you're charging for this.
No, 147.
147.
No, Matt 147. Matt's $97, and this is 147. Because by the time I write hard room and all the rest of them.
So that's an addition. So if you wanted to get both, it'd be
It's 97 quid for Matt's. Matt's is though Matt did it. Matt was 497, but he did a $97 offer.
Yeah.
Right. And I have no doubt that there'll be a pitch at the end of Matt's.
Yeah. So there's no requirement to go to both. You can just either go one or the other. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the requirement to go to so Stephen said repeat the dates. So it's Gary, I did say Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday, I'm just going to put this in. Thursday the 7th for me and Kevin Polly. It's that Matt's thing is sold out. So I've managed to secure a lot of tickets for us. So if you do want to go to Matt's one, I get you a ticket. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Right, so I'll organise that and get you a link. Matt's cruising at the moment, which sounds very bad. He's on a cruise at the moment, which sounds better. It's the 8th and 9th for Matt. You don't have to go to Matt's, like if you don't want to, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Stephen. Like I'm melting the two things together. So I have, as I said, no axe to grind with go if you want to go to Matt's or not, right? I'm told by Matt that the content with himself and John Carnita is very good, and that some of the stuff they're sharing is amazing. So I'm putting that out there so that's transparent. I'm happy to do a review of it afterwards for the people, for anybody on the group, right? I'll do that anyway, and see what they're doing. But like, if you can make the 7th, it would be great because we'll all get together, stay the night of the 7th, or you can go home. I don't mind. I'm happy enough. But the whole idea was that, like, I kind of reckoned if we did till about 7 o'clock, we'll have enough, and then we'd stop for a bit, and then everybody meet in the pub kind of 9, 9:15. We'll have a pint or two, and then have an actual social chat, like, and a bit of proper networking.
And which is the hotel again, Tony?
I'll send you all the information tomorrow, right? Because I've actually gone back to the hotel, and I have asked them for a deal. The dumb priest gets no Jews, like.
Don't get nothing unless you ask, eh?
Well, so far the hotel room rate on the thing isn't bad. It's the Hilton. It's the Hilton Inn in Heathrow, right? It's outside of Heathrow, and it's 75 quid for a night. So it's not bad as it is, right? Because the Marriott is the Marriott it's 75 quid. So I'm hoping to that doesn't include breakfast. So I'm kind of pushed them that at least they throw breakfast in for us because there's you guys. I think that I've another couple coming over from Ireland on the 8th. So there's Kevin. So there'll be a good enough group of us. Like, so we could end up with 10 or 12 people there. So I want to try and get some form of deal, even if they're just throwing breakfast for a tenner. How bad, like, You don't ask, you don't get. That's what I find anyway. Like,
yeah. This is where we will have our conference on the 7th at the Hilton Inn, same place.
That would be very interesting to me, Tony, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So
the whole, and it's interesting because we'll talk more about it on the day, but there's actually, like, I've started seeing people are now doing paid membership as well. So that's got interesting. So there's a number of guys charging 10, 20, and 30 and 40 quid. And I certainly think in everything that everybody's doing with their products, you could do that. Have your support. So you do your program, and if you want support, you come to the group. It's $10, but it's a private group, and it's $10 a month. It'd be a very nice, easy way of getting a bit of recurring income coming back in. But in yours, Graham, I would actually go with the affiliate. I think you'd make more money. John, with you, and Vance, with you, I think that the support group would be very, very good. But with you, Graham, I would just run down the affiliate. I think I'll show you how I did it. Like, literally, my very first product was me in front of a video camera, teaching people how to make videos about videos. Right? And that's what we'll go through. What to do. But the big secrets I'll show you is how to get. It's much harder now to get products off, guys, because there's a lot of people ask for a review copy, right? But if you've got an actual review page and you're showing the guy what you do and you're willing to bring him in and interview him, and especially the smaller guys to start with, so you have to hunt, you have to pick up the mackerel first and then move up to the bigger fish and the bigger fish before you get to the whales. But you'll get to the whales within about 4 or 5 months. And once you get to the whales, then you're singing. And that's the other reason for anybody to go to Matt's and John's thing as well, is like, I know there's going to be 65 internet marketers at it. So like there's a lot of affiliate juice in the room, like.
Okay.
You know? And as I said, I've no axe to grind for Matt's thing. I'm happy for anybody to tag along, and we go along. But I just, since it was something that Vance, I do believe it was either you or Stephen, I can't remember which, asked me to do it. So be careful what you ask for, it happens.
I just wasn't quite expecting it to happen this year. I was thinking it was going to happen sort of March, April time next year.
Me too. But I said, look, hang on a second. If I'm going over and it's coming, why not? Like, you know, if people can make it. If you can't make it, you can. But if you can make it, it'd be great. And I've opened it up to I'll open up to past members as well, so that, you know, we can bring other people in and, you know, have a bigger group if we can. Because when there's a good group, there's a good dynamic, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to have to try and get some time off work because it's a bit short notice as far as they're concerned. They're like a month's notice, so there might be a bit.
Tell them you have the flu. Tell them you're going to have the flu on the 7th, the 8th, the 9th.
Yeah, I'm getting a cold already.
I can feel the bug coming on, like. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you ought to take my course on course acting, Graham.
Do you think I need it?
Well, it might help.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I don't want to talk we'll talk product stuff next week. It's going to be a short night. I don't want to talk product with you tonight. We'll talk next week on it because we've a lot of other people on. Okay. Is there anything that you need to raise? So, George, I can see you're on. I ran, and John, I just ran your list. So I'll send you an updated list. I just ran your list through ARP verified. So I'll send you the updated list, and they'll be all verified. So they're all real email addresses.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
All right, because just to get, I'm curious to see the quality, because it was a conversation Kevin and myself were having today. So we decided we're going to run them through for a while and see what the quality is like, but the quality is very good. So, you know, which kind of backs up what I knew, because like if you're going to enter a competition, go to all that effort, and especially when they're giving us the Facebook login, you're getting their email because it's the email they're using to log into Facebook. Like, you know,
yeah, so you know,
you do get you get the occasional lunatic, without a doubt. It's the internet.
Yeah. Well, all part of a full and interesting life, they tell me.
Yes, isn't that a Chinese proverb or a curse, isn't it? May you live in interesting times.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the clean version, anyway.
Yeah, which reminds me, and it's a complete non sequitur, but my sister sent me a birthday card a couple of weeks ago with a quote from Spike Milligan, which said, "Chopsticks are the reason the Chinese never invented custard."
Depends how lumpy it is.
Yes. Yeah. Anybody got any questions for me tonight? Because I'm conscious with some other people on. So guys, if you have any questions, please ask. I will create a page for all of this and send out. It won't be a very sexy page. It'll be just written out, right, with all the stuff that we're going to cover on. And you can book through that. And I'll get the hotel rates hopefully by tomorrow. So I'll be able to add all of that onto it.
My only question would be is, I assume we will need to get booked up for a hotel as soon as possible to get the rooms.
Yeah, well, they seem to be all right. So I emailed her tonight and she's to email me back tomorrow. So, like, you'll be getting this, like, I'll knock this together tomorrow and tomorrow evening get it out to you. I'll at least get you the hotel booking link out anyway tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if I get a link to them, I get the hotel, then I can do the whole booking thing for the thing. So anybody who's definite they're coming, they can nail their hotel tomorrow.
And just as a point, Matt's due is for 2 days, the Thursday and Friday. So if we're going to do Matt's due, I want to be there for 2 nights.
Yeah. So what I've asked her for is a rate for the Thursday night and the Friday night.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. Right. So that's what I've asked her for. So I've said there'll be kind of anywhere between 5 and 10 to 12 people. I'll confirm numbers. I said to her by Friday. But if she gives me a link or something or a way to book, then I'll get that done. I'm out in the morning. I'm out about 3 o'clock tomorrow. But if not, I'll give a ring tomorrow afternoon, and then I'll get that sorted, and we'll get a rate.
Yeah.
Because the Marriott is 108 quid a night or 180 quid a night. Kevin was telling me today, like. Cool. I'd expect to have somebody outside the bed lifting me into it.
And champagne with your cornflakes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
God, that's true.
That's no problem, Gary. Gary's saying it's Thursday, but need to be away. I know you're gone. That's absolutely no problem, Gary. Sure, it'd be great to have you down for.
I'd probably need to do the same, Tony.
Okay. No problem. So look, you just look. Whatever suits you, suits you. As I said, I'm going to both. I have tickets organised for anybody who wants to go at 97 quid to go to Matt's. Matt's sold out, but he's put a few tickets away for me. So there's no problem. If you need tickets, I can organise tickets. If you don't need tickets, then I don't need to organise tickets. Life is simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you recommend going to Matt's do then, Tony?
Well, I'm going.
I mean, from a learning process and an education.
Yeah. So, look, I know Matt well enough to. I know Matt well enough to have. You know me, lads. At this stage, anybody who's been on me know for the last year, you know me, right? I don't beat around the bush. So I went back to Matt and said, "Look, hang on a second. No, is this a pitch fest, or is this actually got stuff that you can learn? And is there anything an old dog like me is going to learn?" And he said, "Some of the stuff that your man is teaching will change your game, and some of the stuff that we're going through and the results that they've got out of the States have been very, very good." So he said, "Like, come on over." Okay. So that's the best recommendation I can give you on it.
The only thing I'll be worried about, Tony, is like an information overload, and I'd end up losing half of it anyway because it just wouldn't. That is a possibility. I can't say to you, Graham, it's not. There will be there'll be a lot of stuff with Matt, but I don't mind the immersion technique, right? Because I'm straight. I went to Matt's first program and I went in for 2 days and I came up with a headache, right? They all went drinking on the Saturday night. I didn't even go out. I went home, went through my notes, had something to eat, back to the hotel, had something to eat by myself, stayed to myself, and everybody thought I was the oddest, most antisocial guy they'd ever met in their life. Like, but it was a case of it was like I could just and I just had to brain dump and get it done. So like I don't mind the immersion technique. It will be focused on email, I would imagine. Like that's what he's telling me. It's all focused on email, conversion rates, open rates, and all of this type of stuff. You know, so but look, I can only tell you what I know. You have to make your own decision, Graham. You know. Well, I relish the idea of actually meeting Matt, but I really don't think I'll be able to have the opportunity, really.
No hassle. So look, he'd be over again, I've no doubt.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're talking about doing a gig together in Ireland. As a matter of fact, I have him dialing in on 2 charity events. He just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, so it's funny. I have my introduction from and I'm going to tell him this because it's for business owners, right? And I'm going to bring Matt in to talk about email from the States, and I'm going to say I'm now going to introduce a guy that looks homeless but actually isn't.
The important question is, can he put an Irish accent on?
No, but we can understand American. It's the other way. It's across the border as well. It's going across the water the other way is the problem.
Yeah.
The thing, I have no problem in America if I speak at this rate. It's fine. But if I speak at my normal rate, they haven't a clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I had noticed, Tony.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I was doing business over, well, it wasn't the first time. I was in Los Angeles. It was the first time I was on Long Beach. I was in business with this American guy at the time. Your man was a nut job. Like he used to wear nail varnish and blow dry the hair and had fake tan, and was a very interesting character.
Nice boy.
But the and wasn't that way. It wasn't. It was 100% heterosexual. Like one of the guys that were in the meeting with came up to me, one of the clients, and he said, "You have a very strange surname." I said, "What? McCarthy?" He says, "Your surname is not McCarthy. Your surname is Slowly, isn't it?" Because the man kept saying, "Tony, slowly." So the guy taught me surname was Slowly, yeah. You know? Same guy went to prison for running a Ponzi scheme, so what can I say? You know? That'll be a different chapter in the book, Vance. Vance, I'm hoping to bring a copy of the book for you. That's my plan. So you can read it and go, not hope. All right, guys. Well, look, we have an early night of it. I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, and we'll go back to normal service next week. We'll get back to the product creation.
Okay.
And I will. I'll send you out the hotel. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, it'll be Thursday morning the latest. But tomorrow it's Wednesday. Yeah, so Thursday morning the latest you'll have it, and we will get you up and sorted, guys. I'll get this whole thing moving. And look forward to actually meeting some of you in the flesh for the first time. Others for the second or third or fourth time. We'll have a bit of fun. You know, so Jim, I see you're going to be heading up and down, but like I'd be saying to you, you'll be home late. All right, guys, have a great evening, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.
Okay.
Okay, Tony.
Yeah, Jim, everything. Yeah, Jim, everything is recorded. Everything's recorded, so I'll send you a link to the recording, no problem. Good night.
Good night.
Night.